So we are learning one of the measure of data called as range. So the idea here is to take the difference between the highest and the lowest value in the given data, and that is your range. I define data to be a spread. Spread of the data is range for me. That's how I define it. But yeah, official definition is the difference between the highest and the lowest value. So the minimum and the maximum value is your range. So for example, over here I have 100 values. I have to find the minimum value, say here some 13, and the maximum value say 99. The difference between that is your range. But yes, I won't do that. I'll be taking help of a code to find the minimum and the maximum. This is actually meant for ungrouped frequency distribution table. That is a part of your syllabus that we'll be looking at it later. So let me execute this. It is giving me the minimum value is 23 and the maximum is 98. So for this, the spread is from 23 to 98. So 23 unit to 98 unit. And the difference is, actual range is this actually, 98 minus 23, which is 75. But yeah, I keep talking about range as 23 to 98, that feels like a range. And this is more relevant, the starting and the ending point. Difference is obviously relevant, but if you ask me what would I prefer, I would prefer this particular definition as a range, the spread. And finding the difference is not a big deal. So if I do just talk about minimum and the maximum value, finding the difference is your job. So range is from the start to the end, the difference between that actually, but I keep talking about the start and the end. You guys have to take the difference. So please remember this. So mind that range is the difference, because if you get range in your exam, you need to understand what is like that. You need to take the difference and not just the minimum and the maximum value. Okay, so this is a measure of one of the starting measure of your data.